really cool gadget that I think anybody who's on their journey to becoming keto should consider purchasing. So it's called the Keto Mojo. I heard about it a couple of weeks ago, and what it is a product that you can use to measure your ketone levels and also measure your glucose levels as well. Now, these are not urine measurements, these are blood measurements. So for those of you who are queasy about blood, I just want to let you know that I am going to be testing it today and teaching you guys exactly how to use this product. I think it's very beneficial because you'll be able to know exactly in real time what your measurements are. You won't have to wait till you go to like your appointment with your doctor, or wait until you go to Medi Weight Loss if that's your keto guided program of choice, or you won't have to wait for a urine measurement either, waiting until you have to urinate, because if you have to wait till you have to pee, then you don't really get it in real time. So benefits of this are you get this in real time. Another cool thing is that it links to your phone. There's Bluetooth capabilities. Another great thing is it's really small. It could fit inside of a purse. You can travel with it. It's battery operated. So if you lose a charge, you can just always go and get a new battery. So let's get into what was included in the box. I've actually already opened it because I got it a couple of weeks ago. So let's check it out. So it comes with this really nice black pouch. So like I said, small enough to fit inside of your purse. So, and for the guys, obviously, who don't use purses, and I mean, it's not going to fit in your back pocket, but you can still carry it with you while traveling. You can put it in your glove compartment, do whatever it is that you need. So this is what it looks like when it comes in the package. So what do you get? So the first thing, you get the actual device. It's very small, smaller than the palm of my hand. Now I do have long fingers, but nonetheless, it's really small. The battery pack is in the back. And then this is the screen. There's a little bit of a glare. And this is the power button. What else comes in the pack? So since it tests your glucose and your ketones, there's different strips. So the first strips, the blue strips, are the ketone testing strips. And when you get the package, you can sign up for different packages. Let me just show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So the Keto Mojo website is keto-mojo.com. And if you want to buy it, you just click shop. And then you can choose products based on your territory. Right now it's only being sold in the United States or Europe. And what is there available? So there's two different options on what you would like to, if you would like to purchase it. The first one is the Keto Mojo Bluetooth Meter Kit Promo Bundle. And the other one is a Bluetooth Keto and Glucose Meter Basic Starter Kit. So there's different prices, and it's because of what's included. So in the Keto Mojo Meter Kit Promo Bundle, let's see exactly what you get. That's the one that I got. It's $149.99. However, right now there's a promo going on. It's $114.95. And what is included? So you get the device. You get a total of 10 strips of each. So that's 20 testing strips. You get the Lancet pen so that you can poke your finger. You get a calibration strip when you start with the kit. You need to calibrate your machine. So this apparently is a chip that you stick inside of the machine, and it lets the machine know its number so that it can connect to your device, your phone, etc. And you also get 10 lancets. Now there aren't 10 lancets here because I've already started using it because I really wanted to know if I was in ketosis prior to this video. So how do we use this? So I'm not gonna lie, guys, I am a physician and it still was a little bit challenging for me the first try, but it probably was challenging because I did not read the directions initially. I thought that I could figure it out. I don't recommend you do that because I ended up having to prick myself almost like 5 times. And thank God I'm not anemic. So it comes with a great owner's manual, so feel free to read it. I believe it's in multiple languages. It tells you everything that's included in the kit. So this is the thicker, full, comprehensive video. The next thing that it comes with is it gives you, and let me put this right here, it gives you instructions on how to set up the Bluetooth. Nice, some pictures with that. And it has, if you don't have the patience to read the owner's manual like I did, it also comes with short versions of how to utilize each section. So this is for the Bluetooth, for the blood glucose test strip, how to do that. It tells you how to prick your finger, all that jazz. And then finally, there's also one for how to measure your ketones as well. And it has some warnings. It's in English. Keto testing strip. And then what else do we have in here? We also have another shorthand version on how to use this. I mean, I really had no excuse to not read one of these, but you know when you're really excited about something and you don't want to read the directions and you think you can figure it out? Well, I'm just saying that maybe you should follow the directions. So one of the first things that it asks you to do is to activate your lifetime warranty. So what do? You go on the website, register now, keto-mojo.com/warranty. You have a lifetime warranty, so I recommend that you do that because who hates it when something happens to their device and they can't get a new one or fix it or replacement because they didn't register the device. So you want to do that as soon as possible because we're always going to forget. Life gets in the way. And you know how life goes. So it wants, before you test anything, to sync the device. So this glucose kit wants it to be synced. Every device has a number. The number is written along the side. Let's see. Mine is 674. And the gold tip is what goes inside of the device. So, how do you turn this on? There's a nice little button right here at the bottom. And you literally press it. And it makes a sound. And now it's going to ask you to calibrate it. It's 1821, 6:21 my time, Eastern Standard Time. You take the gold strip, you slide it in gently, and it's going to calibrate. And there it goes. The 674 appears on your device. So now it's calibrated and ready to read. So you can take it out, slides out. Now it's off. And so you have to get ready to prick yourself. So when you're deciding to prick yourself for these tests, you have to know which fingers to use and which side fingers to use. So if you're a righty, you're not going to prick your right hand because you want to have the best dexterity as possible. So you're going to use your left hand and vice versa. So which is the best fingers to use? The best fingers are the ones that are the fleshiest, the meatiest, the fattiest. I don't really have that much to work with. So it's recommended that you knead the blood into the tip of your finger. So what am I doing? I am sliding the palmar aspect. Sorry, I'm talking in anatomical terms, but basically this side of your hand, you want to slide the blood, knead it, get it, the finger ready to be pricked. Now, if you can tell, this finger is turning red because it's getting more blood supply. Why did I pick this one? Because it's the biggest finger, aside from the thumb. The thumb tends to hurt. It has a lot of nerve endings. But nonetheless, they all have nerve endings. But pretty much, bring as much blood as you possibly can to the finger. Get it nice and ready. If you didn't drink water, maybe get some water because we're going to need a nice sample of blood. So what do I want to test first? I am likely going to test my ketones first because I'm really curious as to where I lie. First thing you also want to do is you want to use the Bluetooth feature. So let's see how we do this. You want to download the app. The app is, I'll show it to you what it looks like in the App Store. I do have an Apple computer, but this is available on Android phones as well. And it's called the Keto Mojo Classic. Now this is what it looks like. Ooh. And mine's already downloaded, so I'm just going to open it. And now I want to sync the device. Now, if you guys look, this is what the app looks like once you have it up and running, but you want to get the device synced. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that your Bluetooth is turned on. If you don't know how to do that, you go to settings on your iPhone. Then you scroll down to Bluetooth, and you want to try to find you really just need to turn your Bluetooth on, if I could be honest. Just make sure it's on. It doesn't actually show up here because you need to connect to it on the app. My bad. So there's a little button down here that says sync. You click it, and now it's looking for my device. In order for it to find your device, though, you need to slide the arrow on the side up. So, sorry, that is to release the testing strip. This on this side, this bottom side. Slide it up. Slide it up until the blue light turns on. And now they are paired. And you hear that sound. 6 readings imported means that I had a bunch of readings that I did that didn't get imported. So you just want to make sure that it's on. On and ready to go. So what's the next step? The next step is you want to pick which strip you want to use. Now I'm going to end up doing both, but first I'm going to do the ketones. You pop it open. Also, it's recommended that you write the date that you open these up on because they actually have an expiration date. So you really want to know the first opening date. I'll have to get back to you when the expiration date is. But of course, because I don't follow directions, I didn't write it down on my device. Don't be like me. Just don't. It's not good for your health when you don't follow directions. So it beeps again, and it's checking because it wants to know what type of strip I put in there. So it now knows I put in a ketone strip, sorry. So next, I'm going to have to knead my finger again. But the other thing that you want to make sure you have are alcohol wipes. I have a stash of alcohol wipes because I'm on an injectable medication. So I happen to have these regardless, but you can get these over the counter at any drugstore of your choice, ranging from Walmart to CVS and everything in between. Here's the lancet. Also, I already did this, but you want to make sure that your hands are washed. You don't want to do this with dirty hands. You're going to be injecting something inside of your body. You don't want to put yourself at risk for any type of infection. So make sure, especially in this era of COVID, just make sure you wash your hands. Do it for 20 seconds. Use warm water. Use soap. Make sure they're dry, and then come back and join me, okay? So it comes like this. It looks like a little glow ball at the top. So what you want to do is you simply want to twist. So if you think of it as a clock, do a counterclockwise motion and pull up. Now you have the sharp, I don't know if anyone can see this, the sharp tip is pointing up. Make sure it continues to point up. Don't make it point this way. Don't make it point down. Point it away from you, away from your eyes. If you can't be by yourself right now and you have small children, I just recommend that you try to do this when they're not around. So here is the injectable pen. So the injectable pen has an arrow on it. What you want to do, if it's gonna focus on this, let's see. What you want to do first is twist this away to open. So you see how I did that? Here's the arrow. Twist it towards the arrow and lift it up. Done. It's open. Then be very careful and insert the lancet into the hole. There's a hole here. Insert it into the hole. Make sure it clicks. Done. The click signifies now that there is a yellow indicator box saying that this is now loaded. The next step is to take the cap very gently and place it back, and you want to make sure it locks, so you turn it in the opposite direction. Done. At the end of the arrow. Then after that, if your indicator did not turn on, you pull this back. This will make the yellow indicator come up. The next step is to determine how much of a prick you need. Now, there's a scale here. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 different items, options for you to scroll through here. So what you do is you're going to pick how big of a prick you want. So it really just depends on your fingers. If you have a really big, fleshy, callousy fingers, then you're going to need a deeper prick. And if you have smaller fingers that aren't used to being pricked, then you pick a smaller one. So trial and error is how I figured it out, that I'm about a 3 for my finger. I haven't actually gone back down to see if I could qualify for a lesser prick, but I found that since I'm pretty much cold-blooded, if you've ever held my hand, it's kind of ice cold, that I need, unfortunately, a bigger prick. But not the biggest, thank God. So nonetheless, this is fully loaded. Our strip is ready to go. The next step is to clean. So just in case your finger, lost some blood, let's just give some more blood, okay? Let's just feed some blood, get it nice and juicy, because you really want to get a big sample. You don't want to have to prick yourself more than once. I'm not going to lie. I'm a physician, and I don't really like getting shots. I don't find joy in giving shots either, but I'm just going to be honest. I only want to be pricked once. Just like any other patient only would want to be pricked once. So what do? You're going to take the alcohol wipe, circular motion, get it nice and clean. Why are we doing this? We already washed our hands. Why are we doing this again? Well, washing your hands with soap and water, great. It's going to get bacteria off. The alcohol is going to get even more bacteria, viruses, and spores and fungi and everything else off your finger that you don't want to get inside of your finger. So you let it dry. Make sure it's dry, like wait a couple of seconds. And now it's time to utilize the pen. So it's going to be kind of hard for me to show you guys exactly how I do this because I need to rest my finger down because I need to be stable. But nonetheless, you don't go for the tip. Why don't you go for the tip? Tons of nerves there. Go for the side. You could pick the left side, the right side. Those are the words that I'm using. However, if I were to use them anatomically, you could pick the medial side or the lateral side of your finger. Medial and lateral, what does that mean? So when our hands are in anatomic position, the thumb is lateral to our bodies and the pinky is medial to our bodies. So you can pick the lateral side of your finger that you decide or the medial side of your finger that you decide. I mean, why not get a free anatomical course while you watch this video? Anyway, so back to the pen. It's fully loaded. Be careful if you have pets or children and you haven't pricked yourself before. Just brace yourself. You'll get through it. Don't be antsy. You'll be fine. So, finger down. Take the pen. And, you know, I should probably get my glucose strip ready. I mean, why waste time? Why? Just get the glucose strip. There's no need to waste time. All right. So, you pick the dial. The yellow indicator is showing. Take the pen. Hold it like you hold a pen. Place your finger down. I have it down like this. Get firm contact of the pen with your finger. Firm contact. And tell yourself whatever you need to get this thing to prick you. Now, how is the pen going to prick you? You need to press this button. This button is what you need to press. Wow. This button is what you need to press. So put your finger down. We're going to count 1, 2, 3. Release it. You should have some blood. Now, my blood is being very shy today, unfortunately. But I do have blood. Hopefully it's enough, because I really don't want to prick myself again. Lord. Have some blood. What you want to do is wipe away the first amount of blood and then use the second. So get your machine ready. Turn it on. It beeped. Now I'm going to turn it upside down and make sure the gold portion is what touches your skin. Oh, God. Now you have to make sure you have enough blood. Now, I unfortunately got an error message. I'll tell you what EF means. Likely that the flow was not enough. So I now have to get a second one. This is really unfortunate. But you know what? I'm glad that it's happening, because you guys can see that it might happen while you're using it. Unfortunately, we're not perfect. Let's wipe this off and see if we could get new blood. Might have to do this again, unfortunately. So unfortunately, my finger was asleep. Too much chatting. Have to prick myself again, unfortunately. So have to reload everything. Make sure you do all the steps that I mentioned before. Take the pen. Pick the size that you need. Hit the side. Make sure you have enough blood. God, my My poor finger. My poor, poor finger that had to deal with more blood. I mean, not more blood, but had to get pricked again. Okay, now we have something to work with. Okay, so now it's counting. Real time here. Am I in ketosis? 0.3. So we'll find out what 0.3 means. Take that out. And now it's time for the glucose reading. So what is my blood glucose level? Let's see. Let's take the glucose strip, silver end in. I need to get myself some more blood because it doesn't particularly like blood that is not fresh. Actually, it prefers blood that is a nice droplet. So if it's smeared, it's really not going to work out for you. So make sure you get yourself a nice droplet, which is what I have now, a nice droplet. So now we're testing our blood sugar. 96. So 96 is kind of high. I did just eat. So that's one thing. So then you just want to take the dab your finger on a clean paper towel. Just hold pressure for a couple of seconds and just wait. You know, give your body some time to clot and close down. As long as you don't have a bleeding problem, this should be fine. Honestly, I have no idea why this video is 30 minutes, but when you have a lot to say, it's 30 minutes. So, take this. How do we remove this? There's an arrow on the side to release. Slide it up, and it's out. Now the device is off. And now we want to import those numbers into our device. So we take the device to make sure the Bluetooth light comes on. It's on. You want to sync the device. 2 readings to import, what I just did. And then you click the check mark. And unfortunately, I'm not in ketosis. My GKI is 17.7. So, when was the last time I was in ketosis? So, I was in ketosis on Friday. So, something happened along the way that made me not be in ketosis. Now, it might be that I literally just ate. Who knows? Might be some other causes, but nonetheless, we're getting there. We are. Anyway, so this is the question. When are the best times to eat? And then check your blood glucose levels. So I recently just ate a meal. So my blood sugar is 96. I just had a meal. So that likely is the reason why my blood sugar is 96. Normally it's around 87. So we can check it again. But this was my number last week, 6.0, which told me that I was in a moderate level of ketosis. So it just looks like I need to monitor my intake of carbohydrates just to make sure we can get myself back into that realm, that nice, good realm. Anyway, so we've talked about how to sync the numbers with our phone. We've talked about how to make these measurements. We've talked about a little bit about what was included in the kit. Now, I did want to tell you some other things that were included in the kit. Not only do you get 10 strips, but you get an extra 50 as well. So once you're finished with that small box, my finger is on fire. Told you, don't like being pricked. Anyway, so you get glucose test strips, 50 of them. This is in the package that's $114. And then you also get 50 ketone strips as well. So, what do you get for $114? You get a total of 120 strips for your liking. You get the Keto Mojo that integrates with your phone and tracks your testing. You get the pen. You get the calibration meter with the special number. And you get 10 lancets. Now for me, I'm a little bit neurotic, I would say, just a little bit. I like to make sure that I'm always prepared and I always have what I need. So I was concerned about only having 10 lancets for 60 strips. So what did I do? I went on Amazon, very simple, and bought myself 100 lancets. So easy. I'll put the link in the description box. It's probably, I don't remember, it was probably something like $10. I'm pretty certain it was about $10. So now I have 100 of these. No big deal. Super easy. It came in 2 days. So nonetheless, this is super easy to use as long as you have adequate instructions. Now, how do you get rid of the needle? So same way, you're going to unlock. You want to unlock, so twist it, pull up. Remember, this is a sharp, be careful. How do you release this? You're going to take the gray and pull up. Pull up. It is now in my hands by pulling up. What do you now do with this? It depends on the regulations in your state or city. I have a sharps container because I need to dispose of my medication in a sharps container, so I already have one. But if you don't have one, I recommend that you get one and just look up the laws in your state and find out how you're supposed to dispose of lancets, because you don't want your garbage collector to get pricked by your needle, especially if you have a communicable disease. There's no shame in having a communicable disease. However, bloodborne pathogens is not something that you want to expose your garbage man to. So just be an honorable citizen and find out the laws in your community and figure out how you're supposed to dispose of them. I recommend a sharps container. Nobody should be getting pricked from picking up your garbage. And that's regardless of if you have a communicable disease or not. You really should just be respectful of the people who are coming by and collecting your garbage. Guys, I mean, I didn't even use the strip that I took out for myself. Why did I make my life difficult? Anyway. Nonetheless, so that's about it. That's my tutorial on how to use the Keto Mojo. I would say that I think this is a great tool. Why? Because let's just face it. I mean, I just did a video and I thought I was in ketosis and I'm actually not. So what does that tell me? That tells me that for dinner, I need to make sure that my ketones are low. I'm sorry, not low. That my carbohydrates are lower. Tomorrow, I'll likely check it again and see what happens. Maybe I had a little bit too much sugar, who knows. I did have these cookies. I love these cookies. These are French toast with maple syrup keto cookies. They're supposed to only have 2 grams of carbs per serving. A serving is only 1 cookie. They're 90 calories. They have, let's see if we can get this to, there we go. They have 8 grams of fat, 6 grams of total carbs, 2 grams of dietary fiber, which we know from my last video that those don't count. A total of 1 sugar and 2 grams of sugar alcohol. We all know those don't count either. These are really good. This is the French Toast brand. I got these online. They're from toogoodgourmet.com. This might be the cause. It probably is because I ate these. But I also had the zero carb keto bread too. So who knows? You never know what the cause is. But nonetheless, I will likely be in ketosis by Friday. Anyway, so I probably will honestly check my, will likely check my glucose again in like another hour when it's a little bit lower and see if those numbers change, just because you really want to test yourself 2 hours after you've consumed a meal. And for me, it hasn't really been 2 hours. It's only been about an hour since I ate. And what did I have? I had 1 of those keto cookies. I had 2 Smart Dogs and 2 slices of the keto bread. I don't know. We'll see. Different foods affect people differently, so we'll find out what the issue was. Is there anything that I forgot? I don't think so. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys can get your hands on a Keto Mojo device. I got mine 2 weeks ago. I've been checking I'm not really obsessed with checking numbers. I check things about once or twice a week. If you want to check it daily, that's up to you, especially when you're getting used to it. If you want to test it after you eat certain foods to see your body's reaction to different types of foods. I personally don't mind the device as far as pricking. I'm used to pricking not my fingers, but I'm used to injecting medication into my body. So this prick isn't actually as bad as my actual medication. So super happy about this. Sorry that this was another long video. Actually, this is probably my longest. But nonetheless, I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to my next videos. Come back for more. Hopefully the next time I check, I'll actually be in ketosis. But nonetheless, I think it's important to just show you guys that, you know, your body fluctuates. I was in ketosis on Friday and it's now Tuesday and I'm not in ketosis. So it happens. What can you do? At least my blood sugar isn't high after eating. That's a big deal. So I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, Passion to Practice. It's all one word. And I can't wait to build my next one. Bye. So I wanted you all to know that I did recheck my glucose and it looks like I actually was in ketosis. So thankfully, all is well. I forgot to let you all know. Look below for a link where you can save 15% off your own Keto Mojo. You're welcome.